If you feel freaked out and electrified at the same time, like something huge is ending and something even wilder is trying to be born, then you're not imagining it. You're paying attention. Let me set the stage for you. There's this drama playing out for us humans right now. It's been on the horizon for a while. It's like a fuse waiting to be lit. A mass formation psychosis within amnesia within a dream. So first, and most importantly, the big dream we're all dreaming. The illusion of separation. Even a spiritual fuck like myself is not impervious to the dream of thinking there's me, and then there's you. There's the collective. We are the same. All of one infinite mind. One intelligent mind. One source. Playing with the temporary illusion that we're fractionated from source. It's all me. It's all you. And there really is no me and you. Got it? Awesome. So now that's out of the way, please stick around. I have some more fun because it just gets more interesting from here. In order to play the game of separation, we have to govern it. We create divisions and departments and categories that highlight separation, that allocate the resources to fill up those departments and categories, all so we can make the illusion seem convincing enough to play along while we're here. Except the above description here, that only touches on what we think of as outer reality. In order for the game of separation to truly work, we have to have internal maps of mental and emotional agreement, agreeing with the concept of other in our reality. In other words, we must align with the premise of cause and effect, rational Newtonian thinking, in order for this separation paradigm to exist. That one thing follows the other, that one thing is even separate from another. The idea that this leads to that is the foundational, rational, logical myth of reason, still threaded throughout all human endeavors, still white-knuckling a paltry existence in all sectors of contemporary society, all existing while on a deep soul level, us spiritual fucks, or folks, if you like to be called folks instead of fucks, while we're all saying, all is one, everything is now. And it's been driving us crazier and crazier. Those of us who are waking up, to the point where some of us, like myself, who spend their days drifting and merging consciousness with the one, seeing life more and more, and feeling it from full presence, that which is everything. We're losing more and more of our separation mentality because of our conscious merging and re-entry into presence over and over again. And then when we re-emerge into the separation matrix, this human manufactured reality play of othering, we feel like we're losing our fucking minds. Except there's an event horizon, maybe even an extinction burst of this illusory separation consciousness, and it's happening on a far greater scale, and it's happening right now. What I mean to say is, this shift in consciousness is now happening to the normies, to the muggles, and by all external accounts, it looks really, really ugly. So think about it. The systemic breakdown that seems to be happening everywhere you look, not only, not to mention your own personal internal struggle of knowing there is something more, even if you can't place your finger on it, you can't articulate it, alongside all the violence, the hatred, the vitriol amongst humans, the willful and ignorant decimation of our planetary mother and only physical home. all happening at once. Is that all just coincidence? Or are we looking at a breakdown of everything that I call the 1.0 version of ourselves and reality as a whole? Is all that just a coincidence? All this while only a handful of us are taking an honest inventory, talking about this in no uncertain terms, talking about this bigger picture, and then also taking radical steps to midwife something new. More on what I'm doing with that in a second. Artificial intelligence. It's lighting part of this fuse. It's aiding and abetting this paradigm shift, but it isn't as instrumental in the collapse of human consciousness as we know it, as some would like to believe. And no, I am not assigning any oracular qualities to AI either. Please don't confuse that. But a lot of people certainly are. Guess what, though? That's indicative of one of the things that happens with a paradigm shift, assigning a savior. And some people are doing that with AI. It's just one of the signs of a major paradigm shift. And not a paradigm shift that's coming, that's imminent. It's one that is already well underway. And a lot of us know it, a lot of us feel it, a lot of us are living right in the limbo of it. So, back to the internal maps. These inner pathways of agreement between the physical, emotional, mental, and yes, spiritual four bodies that exist within. These pathways are the ones that our primordial selves trained to agree with the logic and the rigor of cause and effect. But they're eroding quickly. And if we are still caught up in cause and effect, we'll say, well, this inner shift is causing the outer stuff, or this outer stuff is causing the inner shift. If everything is now, and everything just is, it's all happening simultaneously. There is no one thing leading to the effect of another thing. There is no primary cause. These waves of incident are all crashing through simultaneous dimensions concurrently. Reconciling with this is like having the lizard brain, a reptilian mind, meet the quantum head-on. It's like a clash of the titans on a metaphysical level. It's a full system identity shift, a human disruption to our previous agreements about all the meanings we have for ourselves and life at large. Now, I am not here to prognosticate a doomsday scenario. I don't do that. I'm a visionary. I'm an innovator, not a fearmonger. What I attempt to share with you here is that we're in a new beginning, not an end. Even though one might imply the other, again, no cause and effect. They're waves of incident crashing multidimensionally through all layers of experience simultaneously. Because everything is now, everything is one. Creation is finished, in my estimation. What I attempt to lay out here is that this is a new beginning, it's not an end. You'll either see that or you won't, and it's your choice, and I will love you either way. But I invite you to consider this. Just consider the possibility of what I'm asking you to think about, and just chew on for a minute. That our internal maps, the ones that connect the four bodies of consciousness, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, there are more, but for the sake of brevity, we'll talk about those. Because most of us have a real grasp of what that means and what it implies. So our internal maps have outlived their usefulness. And in order to shift and optimize our experience as humans, to progress beyond this temporary breakdown or what we think of as an end, we're being called to level up our inner pathways by consciously redrawing them New agreements with reality must be made, in other words, and toot sweet, ASAP. This is what I do. This is all I do, really, since who I am and what I do are fairly inseparable, fairly indistinguishable at this point. And if you've listened this far and you resonate with what I'm laying out, even if you consider the possibility that what I'm saying might have some validity to it, you already know that all or part of you has witnessed the flutters, the glimmers of this consciousness shift. You're aware on some deeper soul level of where you are in it. You might even, like I do, feel yourself hurtling towards this event horizon, this shift, the threshold of a black hole erasure or transmutation even, like a vacuum of a black hole sucking in all of our previous intellectual, mental, emotional, societal, cultural reliances on Cartesian, Newtonian, materialist models of existence in favor of a timeline collapse into the quantum one, where we really start to not only just understand, but live. Occupy the lived-in wisdom of the quantum one. And here's where you might find yourself. Frightened, excited, titillated, all at once. I get it. I was there too until I surrendered to it and found ways to share and talk about it. And I want to share with you how I used all that energy in full presence and re-emerged from the chaos with new inner maps, aligned with what is, all that which I am, joy, peace, power, prosperity, and so much more, abundance. You are that too. And you can be that fully with less energy leaks that serve the old model of the universe, which is rapidly outliving its usefulness. And when you live from this new inner navigation system, the mirror of outer reality shifts along with it. Another wave crashing simultaneously in what you call outer reality as it's happening in your inner reality. And please hear me when I say this isn't fairy dust spiritual fluff. And I am not a love and light mentor. I earned the moniker from one of my clients of the Velvet Hammer. And it really speaks to how I compassionately, but also very firmly, smash right through the endlessly recycled spiritual awakening fluff, what I call armchair awakening. The waking up without any skin in the game. That's not what I do. And if you're ready for that, I have a program coming up so pure and so practical, this navigation system for a shifting world. It's 7 weeks of liberation. I call it Liberate Flow 2.0. And we're starting on the 23rd of September, 2025. Do you need this program? No. I will never tell anyone they need anything. But if you're resonating with what I'm saying, it's something you could absolutely want. It's something you might recognize could put some pieces in place for what I'm laying out here. And this absolutely does. And with no fluff and no bullshit. These 7 weeks together are going to patch up those energy leaks that you still have that are serving the old model of the universe, that are keeping you in your 1.0 version, where you know there's something more, can't quite articulate it, and then every day you wake up wondering what that is. That stops in this program. And how to implement what I'm saying and what I'm describing here as the new beginning, as your 2.0 version of self. You merged with all that which you are in joy, peace, power, prosperity, purpose. Illuminated from within. This is how we rise up and serve ourselves powerfully, because we are serving the self with a capital S. If you're interested in that, that's the program. The link is in the description of this video. Even if you don't want to come with me on this ride, I would love it if you would like this video, if you would subscribe to this channel, if what I'm saying resonates with you, it helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps other infinite creators, other visionaries like yourself, have this content so it can lift them up too. Thanks for listening. Lots of love, and bye for now.